Kool TV and the Total Media Sports Network present the 2025 16th Region Volleyball Tournament live from Raceland-Worthington High School. Now let's go to the Palace for all the action of the 2025 16th Region Volleyball Tournament live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from the Palace on the campus of Raceland-Worthington High School as we move into game number 2 of the evening, final game of the opening rounds as the defending 16th Region champions and the district 64th District champion Ashland Kittens will meet up against the runners-up out of the 61st District, the Fleming County Panthers. Hello everyone, James Collier. Katie Neltner will join me in just a little bit as the winner of this game will meet Russell tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Again, a schedule change as the bracket had to be flipped due to the fact of Rowan County making into the semifinals, and there was no way they could release from school, get a bus, and get here to play on time at 6. So rather than holding everything up, they just got a hold of all the teams. Everybody agreed, no problem, so they flipped things around. So it'll be Russell and the winner of this game tomorrow night at 6. Rowan County and Boyd will follow approximately 20 minutes at the conclusion of our first game tomorrow night. We'll step out for a break. When we come back, we'll set the scene, meet our teams, and get you ready for first serve. Ashland and Fleming County next on Kool TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
No matter if you are building a new home or remodeling your current one, let DJ's Kitchen Corner design your new kitchen. From custom cabinets to countertop spaces, no design is too big for DJ's Kitchen Corner. They offer free estimates, and their friendly staff is committed to helping you every step of the way to find your perfect space. Give them a call at 606-928-3688 to schedule an appointment and check them out online at djskitchencorner.com. That's DJ's Kitchen Corner, located at 5350 State Route 5 in Ashland, family owned and operated for 40 years.
Are you looking for a senior care assisted living facility for your loved one? Look no further. Heritage Point Assisted Living is located at 3304 Rhodes Avenue, New Boston. Owners Steve and Debbie Akers invite you to stop by and see their beautiful home-like atmosphere, including rooms with walk-in showers. Residents can also walk in the beautiful courtyard, shop in the general store, enjoy 3 delicious meals each day. From respite care to housekeeping and laundry services to free transportation to local doctor's visits, Heritage Point provides the care your loved one needs. Over 50 years of providing care. That's Heritage Point Assisted Living. Call today 740-456-8245, 740-456-8245. Our family caring for your family.
With Christmas just around the corner, Wireman's Greenhouse, located on US 23 in Greenup, is your home for all your decoration needs. Wireman's features Fraser fir, Norway spruce, Serbian spruce, and white pine, as well as potted evergreen trees that's a perfect touch for your home, and they offer wreath-making classes available to all ages. Wireman's also has poinsettias and custom fruit and gift baskets, as well as gift cards for that holiday treat. This holiday season, let Wireman's help you deck the halls for all your decoration needs. Wireman's Greenhouse on US 23 in Greenup, and check them out on Facebook.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back here at the Palace as we get you set for Fleming and Ashland. Alongside Katie Neltner, I'm James Collier. Katie, you look at this matchup here, again, much like what we saw on paper, the first one. One team heavily favored with the defending 16th Region champion of Ashland, 33-4, Fleming County at 12-22. But we've seen it happen so many times. You get into the regional round and a team gets hot at the right moment. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. You know, Fleming's going to have to step up. They're going to have to be big up at the net. They're going to have to put up a block, even if it's a soft block. People don't understand that it may not be a definitive block stat on the paint, but if you get a soft touch on that block, that does wonders for your defense. So if Fleming can get some soft touches up there at the net, they can scoot up, get some defensive rounds. You know, never know what's going to happen.
You look at Fleming across the net, 3 players in double or triple digit figures. Jenna Marshall, Kyle Knar and Megan Eben. We've seen this team here before. You guys played them latter part of the season, and a scrappy bunch of players for the Panthers.
They were. I think they put up a fight with us. And, defense, sometimes coaches don't like the word scrappy. They don't like that adjective to describe it. To me, it just means that you're dogging it out, that you're going, you're moving, you're getting balls up that other people may be letting go. And, that's what you need in this sport is to never give up on that ball. 4
players for Ashland that just can swing at any position on the floor. Miley Murphy, Olivia Wiley, Elise Markham, Mina Pittman. Pick your poison. If all 4 of those get going, forget it.
That's what it has to be, is that volleyball's such a great sport when you have such a well-rounded team. Ashland's very consistent. They never give up on balls. They're always moving. They're always touching. I think they get a hand on everything, whether or not it's playable, but at least they're moving, and that kind of sets the tone. So when you have that much talent across the net, anything's just, the floor is your playground.
All right, we'll take our final break. We come back, we'll meet our teams and get you ready for first serve. Fleming County and Ashland next on Kool TV.
Hungry for something fresh and full of flavor? Come on down to Mackey's Pizza Pub, home of the shredded pepperoni. At 1007 Argolite Road in Flatwoods, Mackey's is where freshness meets flavor. They're serving up fresh, never frozen, wings, mouth-watering pizzas, hearty sandwiches, and crisp salads. All in a fun family atmosphere. And they have the only pool table in Flatwoods, plus a game room for everyone to enjoy. Mackey's Pizza Pub, home of the shredded pepperoni.
The world runs and depends on data. Vertev keeps that data cool and operational with custom high-quality cooling equipment that is the Rolls-Royce of large and mid-size air conditioning systems. A Fortune 500 company located in Ironton, Vertev designs, builds, and supports critical cooling solutions for data centers. They offer real career potential with clear growth opportunities and support lifelong learning through their educational reimbursement program. For more information about their custom cooling solutions or about joining their team, visit vertiv.com. When you become involved in complicated legal matters, many factors may fight for your attention in dealing with the situation. It is very stressful to carry out daily responsibilities while juggling legal, emotional, and financial concerns. At Wilson, Stavros, Rousey, and Thomas, our legal team can provide guidance and counseling dealing with these issues. They are a full-service law firm with established ties to Ashland and surrounding areas, specializing in family law, divorce, bankruptcy, motor vehicle accidents, and estate planning. Call 606-637-8717 for more information or visit them online at wilsonstavrosrousey.com. Wilson, Stavros, Rousey, and Thomas, proudly serving the area for 25 years.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back here at the Palace as we get you set for Fleming County and Ashland. Let's meet our officiating crew tonight. Our R1's Dusty Coyle. Charles Baker is our R2. Our line judges, Bill Renzi and Dave Anderson, who is flexing like a boss right there. He was flexing in that Kentucky Farmers Bank commercial, too, sporting that nice suit.
I told Charlie Baker I was going to say some good things about him.
Coach Baker, my high school basketball coach, so we go a long ways back. I played under him and Coach Hager Easterling. It's a lot of fun. I do a lot of basketball with Coach Hager Easterling, and, it's funny how things come full circle. So Fleming County we'll actually have 2 different color jerseys in this match. Fleming County in the black and gold. Ashland will be in the maroon tonight. Nope, we got 2 number 8s on their roster. They do. Autumn Hilterbrand is the other number 8. There we go. Both of them seniors.
Not sure how that works out.
Number 11, Kayla Kennard. Number 12, Katie Marshall. Number 13, Peyton Lowe. Number 15, Amy Thrasher. Number 21, Megan Edmonds.
All right, now for Ashland.
Now for the home team, the Ashland Kittens. Number 1, Miley Murphy. Number 4, Melanie Kelly. Number 5, Olivia Wiley. Number 7, Sophie Phillips. Number 8, Jocelyn King. Number 9, Caroline Logan. Number 10, Elise Markham.
I just figured out they're on camera. Caroline Loman looked over and they're like, oh, wait a minute, I'm on camera. And then her and her teammate beside him just went twos up and gave him a kiss to this camera.
Number 23, Carly Sperry. Number 24, Lauren Steele. And number 26, Bradley Garrett. Officials for tonight are R1, Dustin Kool. R2 is Charlie Baker. Line judges are Dave Anderson and Bill Renzi.
All right, ready for action here as they'll meet center court. We take you center court with it to the net cam. First time with us here on the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you see something you like. Hit that bell each time we put out new material. We'll alert you to your mobile device. Winner of this one gets Russell tomorrow night at 6. Again, a schedule change. Bottom half of the bracket goes at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. Boyd County and Rowland will now play in the second matchup. And then a championship game here Thursday night at 7. And don't forget, on Thursday night's game, you can either pay the $7 entry or you can bring in canned foods. They're gathering up donations for canned goods. They're going to take those and donate those to the food banks in be it both Greenup and Boyd counties to try to help those in need around the holiday season.
That's our goal.
Pack the house Thursday night and bring the truckload of canned goods. Starting on this, how big is it for both of these teams to get out to a quick start?
You know, Ashland is a fireball of a team, so Fleming's going to have to start hot, especially with this first serve. But, you know, taking the receive gives you the first option for just a legitimate swing on the ball. So, I mean, there's strategies to both. But Fleming's got to start hot with this first serve, and Ashland's got to get that pass running in system and just swing on it.
These two teams did not meet in the regular season. So first meeting, Fleming County will have the service to start things off. It's Elizabeth Thorne. And off we go. And that one drops just out of bounds on the near side. So trying to attack the line, but bends it wide and Ashland sides out and lead it 1-0. And Caroline Lohman. 83 aces. A big ball right down the pipe as Sophie Phillips drives that one home. 2-0 Ashland. Not a name that we talked about in pregame. Check that. That's number 1. Okay, it looked like a 7. That's my mistake.
I don't see Sophie out on the court.
That's my mistake. Could not see the number. I'll take the blame on that one.
I think that's Miley Murphy.
That's Miley Murphy wearing the one that looks like the 7. Right now, Fleming County struggling playing the ball forward as Mertz drops that one in nicely. Murphy again for another quick start for the Kittens. 5-0, they're up.
You know, this is one of these games Fleming's going to have to sit in, get those passes up, and just run some offense.
Too stiff on the hit by Kayla Narr. And the attack by Lohman near side bends it out of bounds. So Fleming sides out. They trail at 6-1. And back to the service line is Haley Thrasher, a freshman, the libero.
One of those moments she's got to slow down and take her time.
1 point at a time.
Good serve.
Mina Pittman launches one from that outside.
Good dig in the 5.
Sperry from the back row. They go back to Pittman. Big block there. Pittman plays it off the tape as it goes back in the air. Nice dive by Thrasher on the back line. Good rally here early on. Murphy deposits as Higginbotham just has to throw the hands up in protection. 7-1 Ashland.
It's hard, especially when you got a big middle hitter. You want those wings there in the 1 and the 5 to spread out and get out from behind that block.
Ball back up front. So Mina Pittman from the service line for the Kittens. 291 kills on the season, second on the team, trailing Elise Markham.
Smart play.
Thrasher plays it back up. And then the smack there by Nar. Goes into the net.
You're that far off. Typically, you just want to free ball that over.
Timeout, Fleming County. Their first of the set.
No, this is an important timeout. Fleming needs to find a little bit of attitude, a little bit of hustle, and game's not over.
Once again, you got to find your footing first, and that's the thing that they have yet to find. As you see, Tana Higginbotham there, she's been doing it for a long time. She's been a piece of Fleming County athletics from just a lot of places, softball and volleyball. But she does a phenomenal job with her crew.
You know, it's the first game of the regional tournament for Fleming, so there's going to be some nerves, and especially when you're going up against a team that's been as solid this season as Ashland has. It's just about slowing the game down, playing your own game, getting that defense going, and trying to run some offense.
All right, so back to Ashland it goes with Mina Pittman. Wiley bumps that one across. Thrasher trying to run it down, got a hand on it, but could not play it forward.
It was a good hustle. Mina's a great all-around player.
A good block there by Elise Markham. Mina's a player, like you and I talked about her last week. Nothing gets to her, seems like.
No, she's very even keel, very chill, very not so much go through the motions, but she's so talented that she's able to just have a calm, cool, collected demeanor.
Nice movement there on the slide to the outside pin as Elise Markham, or excuse me, Miley Murphy goes down the line for the point right in front of Dave Anderson. Brought her from the middle to the outside and gets that little slide on that back set. Again, it's just trying to move everybody out of the way to get the block to where you don't have it going 2-on-1.
You know, yep, a lot of that is just a one-on-one approach. So when you've got a solid middle hit, usually you want that double block up. But if you can just steal some of that block, then you've obviously had a better chance.
Nice swing at the net there by Kayla Nar. She puts home the point, signs out for the Panthers, who trail it by 10. And Tatum Farrow, the sophomore, will check in and go to the service line. Trinity Flores steps off. 12-2 Ashland here in the first. Again, winner of this game gets Russell tomorrow night at 6. Wiley with a big swing and puts it down. So Elise Markham in, Murphy rotates out, and that's, again, the way the rotations work for Ashland. You bring 1A off, you bring 1B in. Now Sophie Phillips, actually this time, drops it in for an ace.
There she is.
14-2, Kittens rolling here in the first. And a block at the net, and that's Elise Markham who rises up and turns that one down.
And with Elise up there, you're going to have to make sure we take those angles if Fleming's going to swing in that middle.
That's something she does so well in that middle, is she just clogs everything up, and she can be a middle by herself. She doesn't need a lot of help.
She's just commanding up there. She's confident, she's at ease, and she gets up on that ball.
16-2, Ashland dominating here in the first frame. Nar, back row, puts it home.
One of those, I think Ashland got caught a little more shallow than they thought they were.
So Murphy off. Back in is Carly Sperry, the libero. And Trinity Flora. Wiley from the outside, deep on the far line. Good block at the neck. They go back to Markham, and she fires that one home.
Again, you've got that right-handed big middle. They're going to go that 5 if they can get to it.
17-4 as Markham picks up her first kill of the match. So Caroline Lohman.
Good serve. Serve reception a little bit far up on it.
Markham, another back-to-back kills for her. Joe Bryan heads up. I don't think he flinched. Hanging out over with Coach Conway from Ashland.
I think he's used to those basketballs flying at him, so a volleyball's not going to do much damage.
Volleyball's not going to mess with him too much. Much softer landing than a basketball for sure.
Much softer.
Here's a big swing from Wiley from the outside.
Ashland's doing a great job of staying in system, getting that pass, putting the ball in their setter's hands, and then just running that offense.
And you go there, you had 2 balls that had gone right down the pipe. This time you go opposite, and that left side out there just drives it home, and that's something that Wiley does such a great job out there.
That's what you have to do. You have to switch it up. When you've got that talent across the net, you've got to go middle to outside to right side, and maybe even utilize that back row.
Mertz back up front. Here comes Markham and pounds it down. Into the game she comes and quickly puts in 3 kills. And it's a 16-point edge here in the first.
Good dig by Wiley.
And a left-handed swing near side. That's Sydney Mertz.
One of those communication errors. You have to tell them that lefty or that right side is a lefty.
And that's an odd angle when you have a left-handed swinging right side. It just gives you so many different angles that the ball travels. Off the tip and puts that one home. Elizabeth Thorne.
Those are those soft blocks we were talking about. You get a touch on the ball, and sometimes your defense is expecting that hard hit. They're just back on their heels.
Megan Edmond. There's Wiley outside. Edmond digs it up. And a bad pass at the net, and Fleming can't play it across.
I think Fleming has to do a better job of keeping those sets off the net. You've got that big block with Markham, and Fleming being a little bit on the shorter side needs to be able to fight that net.
And it puts you in a position, too, when you get in balls like that, you put yourself in a lot of positions for jousts, and that's usually going Ashland's way. It's a ball at the net. Sperry with a big dig on the far line. Mertz on a free. Fleming jumps into system, push it to the outside off the tip. They got Ashland into the net.
Called that back row attack.
So 22-6. Markham with a booming swing. Anytime you have a middle, Katie, that you can let them go up and get the hand on the top of the ball, it's very difficult to defend. And if you do, all you're doing is just trying to get something under.
You know, I think the defenders, sometimes it's just human nature, take a little bit of a step back. And when those balls are coming down on that 10-foot line, you really got to take a step into it and put those arms out.
There's Lohman. Back set off to Mertz. Nice diving save. Too stiff on the swing as Thorne bends that one out of bounds, and it's set point.
Fleming's doing a better job of pulling that second ball off the net so that they're able to fight with it. We just got a little long on that one.
Carly Sperry. Into the double block.
Good dig at the net.
And they got Murphy into the net. So point Fleming County.
You'll have that. It was a little bit of a party at the net.
Yeah, I had her tangled with Pittman on a block and then a pushback across. Mertz misplays this one.
A little bit of a jump on that pass. When they're coming over to that left side of the court, you really want to step back with that left foot and turn those shoulders in.
Still set point for Ashland.
Much better.
And a big swing by Miley Murphy as she puts it home and gives Ashland the set one win, 25-8. We'll step out for a break, set two, when we return to the Palace after this on Kool TV.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe that strong communities begin with strong partnerships, and that starts with trust. Since 1932, we've proudly served the families and businesses of this region because your goals matter, your family matters, and your future should be built on a foundation you can count on and trust. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice.
No matter if you are building a new home or remodeling your current one, let DJ's Kitchen Corner design your new kitchen. From custom cabinets to countertop spaces, no design is too big for DJ's Kitchen Corner. They offer free estimates, and their friendly staff is committed to helping you every step of the way to find your perfect space. Give them a call at 606-928-3688 to schedule an appointment, and check them out online at djskitchencorner.com. That's DJ's Kitchen Corner, located at 5350 State Route 5 in Ashland, family owned and operated for 40 years.
Are you looking for a senior care assisted living facility for your loved one? Look no further. Heritage Point Assisted Living is located at 3304 Rhodes Avenue, New Boston. Owners Steve and Debbie Akers invite you to stop by and see their beautiful home-like atmosphere, including rooms with walk-in showers. Residents can also walk in the beautiful courtyard, shop in the general store, enjoy 3 delicious meals each day. From respite care to housekeeping and laundry services to free transportation to local doctor's visits, Heritage Point provides the care your loved one needs. Over 50 years of providing care. That's Heritage Point Assisted Living. Call today 740-456-8245, 740-456-8245. Our family caring for your family.
With Christmas just around the corner, Wireman's Greenhouse, located on US 23 in Greenup, is your home for all your decoration needs. Wireman's features Fraser fir, Norway spruce, Serbian spruce, and white pine, as well as potted evergreen trees that's a perfect touch for your home, and they offer wreath-making classes available to all ages. Wireman's also has poinsettias and custom fruit and gift baskets, as well as gift cards for that holiday treat. This holiday season, let Wireman's help you deck the halls for all your decoration needs. Wireman's Greenhouse on US 23 in Greenup, and check them out on Facebook.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
1-0 Ashland after one. As we welcome you back here to the Palace, Ashland swings at a 7-14 in the first. Murphy with 5 kills. Markham has 4. Fleming County in a negative 333. Nara leads away with 2. Katie, it was the speed that Ashland started things off there, and it was a runaway train that Fleming County just simply couldn't find a way to slow down.
You know, it's one of those things when you play teams that maybe have a little bit higher skill level of you on paper that you've got to find a way to play your own game. So once the match gets unmanageable, you know, that's what I always try and preach is that you can't have chaos. You have to resort to fundamentals. So it doesn't matter what's across the net. I've got to make sure that my side of the court's doing those fundamentals. And sometimes that means just slowing the ball game down.
All right, Sydney Mertz will start us off, the senior. Again, Ashland on the right side now, Fleming on the left as we do flip sides in between sets. There's Mina Pittman on a soft touch, and that's a play that Mina makes look so easy. That is very difficult in skill level.
She almost looked like she was floating.
You bring a right side hitter coming, and she comes to the net and just in midstream takes that left hand and sticks it out there and just floats it over top the block. An attack error into the net by Thorne, 2-0 Ashland. You know, going back to the district championship game against Boyd County, they won that one 3-1. Pittman struggled mightily in that second set. And then she came back like nothing was going on, and she put down 7 kills in the third set itself after having only 2 kills through the first 2.
I think in watching it, I think 3 of the first 5 points were hers.
Yeah, you could tell she was playing with a little bit of anger on the side of her when she was coming after the ball, but she never really took away what she was doing with how she was attacking. It was the same thing, just needed to make a slight adjustment.
You know what? You need that fire in these athletes that, you know, an error, you know, I always tell my girls, these need to hurt your feelings.
Big swing by Murphy. They got Fleming County into the net. So she will not be picked up with the kill, but either way, it's 5-0 Ashland.
Depends who's statting.
Yeah. This guy didn't.
You know, being left-handed in this sport is such an advantage, and I don't know if left-handers would see that in life, but in this sport, it's such an advantage.
Good save at the net, but she ran underneath, and it's again where one of those feet crossed completely across. As they'll get that one on Katie Marshall, and Ashland gets the point. Such a great play by her just to get it up, but could not keep that foot off the line. Another great serve by Mertz.
Great set.
That one's out of bounds.
Solid officiating crew this evening.
The guy that we talked about at length last night, Dusty Coyle as our R1, as Murphy finishes with another.
I think Fleming's trying to get a call, but I'm not sure that it'd be the correct one.
We're talking to Dusty Coyle, and that's Trinity Flora, the captain for this team. And the complaint that they're saying is that she got too much down on the ball as she was coming across. So, again, that's one of the things in the game of volleyball you do get a chance to do. You can send your captain over to talk to the R1, and then they can have a discussion with their fellow officials if needed.
Or you can just yell from your bench.
Yeah, you can do. Sometimes some coaches do that. What a block, but Pittman launches it off the arms of Jenna Marshall for the point, and that's what you get from Mina Pittman with the power that she hits with, that she can hit into the block and finish.
It's one of those smart plays.
What a service that has been for Mertz here to start things off. Diving save on the back line by Wiley. Pittman falling out of bounds, gets it across the tape. We play on. And that one's out of bounds. Trying to lace it in on the far side.
Timeout Fleming.
10-0 run for Ashland. And when you get a player like what's going on with Mertz right now, it's starting because of the way the service is going. It's keeping, had several aces to start things off there. But you've got to find a way to interrupt what's happening on that service line before you do anything else.
You know, sometimes these timeouts is what that's for. Sometimes I'd call timeouts and be like, this is for them, not you. So, You know, it's a little bit of strategic. So we're hoping, you know, and by we, Fleming's hoping that maybe disrupting that service line by this timeout will result in a point and side out over there and give them the opportunity to run up some points.
Yeah, you got Mertz with 3 aces. All of those coming here in this frame. So a 25-8 first frame win. Ashland in front 10-0 here in this one. Trying to make quick work of the Panthers and move into tomorrow night's semifinals. They'll play Russell if they hang on.
Tomorrow's going to be a good evening of volleyball.
We'll have Russell and the winner of this game at 6, Boyd and Rowan County following at about 20 minutes at the conclusion. And Fleming back into the net again, 11-0 Ashland. Championship game Thursday night at 7, right here at the Palace. You can catch it all right here on Kool TV if you can't make it out live. Murphy just finds one hanging at the net and fires that one down.
You know, that's kind of the defense you want at the net. I always tell my girls, you don't want to come down and get a pass. You want to just go up and defend the net.
Another ace for Mertz.
Miscommunication over on Fleming's side.
4th ace, 13 consecutive for the Kittens.
That's one of the things on serve receive is you've got to make sure that you're calling that ball before basically it breaks the plane of the net.
And Fleming County can't play that one up. Another great serve from Mertz.
The amount of concentration it takes to get 14 serves in a row. Good pass by Thrasher.
Ashland jumps back in system. Pittman bumps that one across. And that one too stiff out of the back line.
They're calling a touch on Murphy.
Okay, so they will get the point. So give the point to Jenna Marshall. So Fleming sides out. The run stops at 14. And Elizabeth Thorne. Ashland with a free ball from Caroline Lohman. There's Marshall. Fires that one through. Back-to-back points by her.
Sperry was a little off balance. I'm not sure if she made it quite to her defensive position.
Pittman answers back. Her 3rd kill of the match. So Aniston Mertz will sub in. Pittman steps off. 15-2 Ashland here in the 2nd.
Great dig by Sperry.
Back to Wiley. Mertz up front. Murphy lets it fly off of Marshall's hands and out of bounds, and Miley Murphy picks up another. Her 8th kill of the match. She got things started quick and has picked it up here in the 2nd. This entire service, if it plays out, could be brought to you by the Mertz girls. Sydney was on the line first. Now it's Aniston.
Great pass by Sperry.
Nice little dump there by Melanie Kelly to pick up the point. 17-2 Ashland. Great service right across the top of the net, and then just dumping it over was Katie Marshall.
I think Sperry thought Wiley was going. I think Wiley thought Sperry was going.
So now the libero for Fleming County is Haley Thrasher, a freshman, 89 aces on the team. Good serve down the far line.
A little bit of out of system play.
And Wiley picks up the point.
Wiley does a good job of playing off that net.
Yeah, and she moves so well, too. She'll be on the right side one time and left side on another. She really moves around. And, we talked about the sisters with the Sizemores back in the Russell game. You got the merge, and you can see back row, front row, and it's that ball it seems like it gets every place exactly where it needs to go.
No, I think the Mertz twins are the same as we've talked about Peyton. We've talked about some of the other players that put in a lot of work in that off season, and I think that really shows in their season this year.
Lauren Steele checking into the ball game, and here's a ball across the tape that tumbles in. Megan Edmond rolls it across the tape for the point. So Markham is back in. Murphy rotates out. And back to the service is Tatum Farrow. Very senior-heavy team is this Fleming County squad. There's Markham, booms that one down and into the Fleming County bench. Her 5th kill of the match.
Great serve.
This one's wide on the near side. So Caroline Lohman with a 21-4 lead here in the second. Another good serve. Push near side to Wiley, and she connects. Are those the hardest balls to control when you're going from pin to pin on a push like that?
I think that as long as you've got a little bit of room on the net and you're not up there fighting it, that it's a little bit easier on that. Fleming County's not going down without a fight.
Free ball by the Kittens. And a big swing, and goes home for Morgan Edmond. Excuse me, Megan Edmond, my mistake. 22-5. So Trinity Flora. One of the 10 seniors on this Fleming County squad. Several teams in the region this year. Heavy senior classes.
Senior heavy this year.
Wiley tries to play that one up and can't get it across.
That's the thing about volleyball and, high school sports in general. You graduate classes and the region's going to look completely different come next year.
You see some of those teams that are kind of in the developmental stages or maybe making that next step forward that maybe makes that big jump forward next year whenever the region settles down somewhat.
The development is secular, so, that was a great dig over on Fleming.
What a block. Markham does it herself. 2 big swings, 2 big digs, and then Markham just turns it away. Height at the net is a thing to kill for.
It makes a difference in this sport.
Nice diving save there by Sperry. And Ashland can't play it back up, and Fleming County will take the point. 23-7, they trail it.
Sperry's super talented, one of the most agile liberos in the region. She was just a little bit out of place on that one.
It's now Edmond. Big swing, diving save on the backside. Joust at the net, and that one goes home. Winning the joust was Jenna Marshall. As she goes mano-a-mano against Murphy, 1v1, and wins the point. And it all started with a diving save there by Tatum Farrow, the freshman. That's where you just have players waiting on the net and they do something with nothing. And Sydney Mertz connects with the left hand and makes it set point. Markham off, Miley Murphy back in. And Carly Sperry, set point for the Kittens, trying to make it 2-0. That one drops in. Elizabeth Thorne. So now Katie Marshall. And that one's a little short. And that's the end of set number 2. 25-9, Ashland wins at set 3 when we return to the Palace after this on Kool TV.
Hungry for something fresh and full of flavor? Come on down to Mackey's Pizza Pub, home of the shredded pepperoni. At 1007 Argolite Road in Flatwoods, Mackey's is where freshness meets flavor. They're serving up fresh, never frozen, wings, mouth-watering pizzas, hearty sandwiches, and crisp salads. All in a fun family atmosphere. And they have the only pool table in Flatwoods, plus a game room for everyone to enjoy. Mackey's Pizza Pub, home of the shredded pepperoni.
The world runs and depends on data. Vertev keeps that data cool and operational with custom high-quality cooling equipment that is the Rolls-Royce of large and mid-size air conditioning systems. A Fortune 500 company located in Ironton, Vertev designs, builds, and supports critical cooling solutions for data centers. They offer real career potential with clear growth opportunities and support lifelong learning through their educational reimbursement program. For more information about their custom cooling solutions or about joining their team, visit vertiv.com. When you become involved in complicated legal matters, many factors may fight for your attention in dealing with the situation. It is very stressful to carry out daily responsibilities while juggling legal, emotional, and financial concerns. At Wilson, Stavros, Rousey, and Thomas, our legal team can provide guidance and counseling dealing with these issues. They are a full-service law firm with established ties to Ashland and surrounding areas, specializing in family law, divorce, bankruptcy, motor vehicle accidents, and estate planning. Call 606-637-8717 for more information or visit them online at wilsonstavrosrousey.com. Wilson, Stavros, Rousey, and Thomas, proudly serving the area for 25 years.
Trust is something earned, not given. For over 90 years, KFB has built trust in your community. We believe our neighborhood is our responsibility. Through our quality service, innovative products, and local decision-making, we are committed to your financial success. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Borders Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Off to set 3 we go. Ashland in front. Two commanding sets, 25-8, 25-9. Alongside Katie Nelner, I'm James Collier. So far, Katie, Ashland spreading the wealth. Murphy with 8 kills. Markham has 5. Wiley 4, Pittman 3. Just kind of spreading the wealth across the net. And again, hitting in an 840. They've got 2 attack errors in the game.
You know, that's what you have to do when you're playing a solid opponent. You also need to do it to conserve energy. They're going to play the early game tomorrow, so Ashland really wants to close this out and get home and get some rest.
Yeah, they'll be back at action tomorrow at 6. If they win this one, they'll play the early game, as they'll have to go after Russell in a game in which Russell, there to end the regular season, had Ashland down 2-1. Ashland battled back. It was the same exact situation that happened last year in the region semis.
Anything happens in the postseason.
And a lady that has picked up right where she started off, from the word go. Miley Murphy, another big swing, her 9th of the night.
She does a great job whenever they run that slide behind the setter.
Second time we've seen her do that.
It's been her go-to this season. She's done it well, and she's executed it well.
Here comes Pittman. Big block at the net. Ashland digs it up. Back to Murphy, another.
She's strong. That's where anytime you can get some butt behind that ball.
Sydney Mertz in the last 2 frames have served out 17 points. She served out 14 consecutive when Ashland made it 14-0 to start things off. And a huge block there by Murphy.
Probably going to want to heat or ice that shoulder when she gets home.
It's been put in use well tonight.
Little prophylactic therapy. Just a little bit of ice, a little bit of heat.
5-0 Ashland.
Great save on the far side.
And a little back set near side, Caroline Lohman. And when you sneak points in on other players, Pittman with a big swing. Thrasher saves it from the back line but cannot play it up. This is an ace. 8-0 Kittens. Big swing into the net. Same verse, same as the first. This is Ashland domination from the word go in this one. Just some miscommunication there by Fleming County, 10-0. Mertz has served 24 points in the last 2 sets. And a tip, and the point goes home. That's Kayla Narr. So Haley Thrasher. Big save by Thrasher on the back row. Narr tries to lift that one up and can't get it across.
It's always a dangerous game when you go up and turn that hand upside down.
The other side of it is you had Miley Murphy standing there on the other side getting ready to deposit it right back at you too. So Sydney Mertz hands it off to Aniston. One swings left, one swings right. And a joust at the net. And Olivia Wiley wins that one. Kelly with a big dig. Back to Wiley. Shoves that one down the line. And that one's out of bounds. Place should be electric tomorrow night. 2 big matchups.
It should be packed. It should be loud. It should be great volleyball.
That first match we had last night with Greenup and Boyd. 2 great crowds. The energy was lively. I mean, it was a way to really kick things off.
Both of those teams travel very, very well.
Yes.
They've got a large fan base. They've got a large school, and all of the parents are super involved. So
Timeout, Fleming County, 14-1. So again, the semifinals tomorrow night at 6 and 7:15, or approximately 20 minutes at the conclusion of the first game. We were putting everything together, and we were talking about the times, and that was one of the things I said, guys, do not make it 6 and 7:30. Make it 7:15. We'll never start at 7:15, but you don't have to wait.
Right.
You have that spot there, and you can go if things play out to where you can get things early. I said,
we've come so far since COVID, but
I know.
back in COVID, it was like 30 minutes definite, clear the gym,
you got to disinfect
wipe
everything.
It
was like a
hand
2-hour
spray,
turnaround. So
Lysol everyone, and
you couldn't think of anything less than 6 and 8.
Absolutely.
You were walking to the gym at like 11:30 from the second game.
So I'll take 6 and 7:15.
We're making up some lost times what it is. Joe Bryan, the tournament manager, phenomenal job he does.
I had to do the assignment sheets this week, and I could not think of tournament director, and so I just put region boss. I was like, that's all I could put on the paper was region boss.
Region boss, that's funny. There's Nar with a big swing for the point. Our 4th kill of the night. Excuse me, that was not Nar. That was 21, not 11. That was Morgan Edmond. Wiley, far side with a laser beam. That one's in the rafters. Somehow it doesn't touch any steel. We play on. And another big ball up front for Murphy. 11th kill of the night on the Iceland's Cards and Collectibles instant replay. (15-2) Ashland. Trying to make it a quick 3 games winner. Here's Mertz up front. There's Markham. Big swing down at the net. Wiley touches it right back down for the point. Smart play there by Olivia.
We reached out and got clarification on these supporters on the net, and not a single ball has touched them tonight.
Of course, we had everything prepared for it, and hasn't had a ball near one tonight. Now they're saving everything for tomorrow night. That's what it is. There's a big swing by Nar. She splits the defender on the back row.
That's great ball placement.
And both balls that were in question last night should have been dead balls that we talked about.
Should have been dead balls, instant replay.
Yes. Speaking of instant replay, Dave Anderson wanted us to go to instant replay a couple times last night. He said he was going to point up here and do the box. He wanted the VAR. I said, we can give it to you. We can put a monitor down there at the table. We are equipped to give you the instant replay that you need.
Throw those challenge flags.
Oh, yes. I'd like to see you with a challenge flag. You would be deadly with it. What a big block there by Markham as she turns away the swing.
I think that's one of the things I've learned as I get older, and I've been in this now for a decade, is to only fight the ones that matter. So now the refs know that if I'm fighting it, I probably think that I'm right.
Typically you'll hold up a 2, and you don't say a whole lot about it. You keep on moving. But when you get animated about something, that's 90% of the time, it's because you know it was the correct call.
I think the refs respect that. I'm not going to fight anything silly, but
if I'm going to fall on my sword, I'm going to do it if I know I'm right.
I'm going to be darn certain I
am. And if I'm wrong, then I will admit my wrongs. But while in the moment, I'm not going to give up the fight.
No, absolutely not.
Never.
Sometimes I fight, and Eric looks at me like, oh, you might want to let this one go. That's when I know.
You might need another angle on that one.
That's when I know I'm probably wrong.
That's what the co-head coach is supposed to do. They're supposed to protect you to where if you do get too far away, it's like, bring it back in.
Yeah,
rein
that in. He's my handler.
Wiley dumps it across. Such a smart move right there.
She saw the court very well.
And that's when you have a hitter that really understands the game of knowing the block's coming, the defense is sagged back looking for the swing, there's a giant hole, just put it in. Good ball off the tape. And at the net is Jenna Marshall. And You go back to that point, one of the hardest things to do when you're trying to put that ball down on that soft touch, don't put it too soft. You see a lot of players, they get too finessey with it, and they get air underneath it and let somebody get underneath there. And through the double block, and Mertz picks up the point. She does it from the back line, then comes forward and does it up front. So Carly Sperry, as Markham steps off, Murphy's back in. Ashland 5 points away from the semis.
Nice serve by Sperry.
Lohman off that back row. Here's Pittman. Booming hit. Neckman is 2 rows deep on the back line. What a swing from Mina to draw that much contact and travel the ball some 40 feet.
She got a full approach on that one.
There's Mertz, lines that one up. Down the line and the point for Elizabeth Thorne. 21-6. Floor is off. Back in is Kayla Narr. And Elizabeth Thorne from the service line for the Panthers.
Great pass by Sperry.
Pittman with a nice hit that goes home for the point.
She's such a talented hitter.
She picks her punches so well.
She's one that truly understands the game and knows that hard swing is going to work. And then in the situations that she needs to tip, push, roll, she does it, and she does it smart.
Big hit. Down it goes for Pittman.
Ashland doing a good job of staying in system.
One of the things I saw right there, too, Katie, you'll see it right here as they come. You had Lohman and Sperry coming together. One stopped, the other one that was coming forward lets that have it, and that's that system talking to where you know you don't want two people coming together, where we've seen a lot of that this week.
It's that the communication, then that goes both ways. It's someone talking and someone listening. So you can have two girls going and not a single person listening, but you've got to have that talk, you got to have that listen.
Back to Pittman. Feed the hot hand. Match point. 3 consecutive for Mina Pittman, her 8th.
Again, just a soft roll over that, got that kill.
Mertz short into the net.
Rushed herself.
Her only error tonight. 5 service aces of the 7 total for Ashland. Ashland plays it out of the net. A miss hit into the net. 24-8. Trying to feed it to the hand that got them started early. They were looking for Murphy, but her first attack error of the net tonight. So still match point. And the deep service there by Haley Thrasher. And that's your ball game. So Ashland wins it 25-8 in set number 3 and has a straight set win here tonight to pick up win number 34 on the season. Fleming County calls it a season at 12-23. Katie, final thoughts tonight as we wrap things up and head to the semis tomorrow evening?
I think it's going to be a great game. Both of them tomorrow are going to be, Ashland needs to get home, get some rest. I think that all 4 teams that are competing have seen each other quite a few times this year, and so it's just going to come down to who's going to execute.
Our coverage begins tomorrow night at 5:50 for game number 1. We'll have Ashland and Russell, followed by Rowan County and Boyd at approximately 20 minutes at the conclusion of the first one. Gets all the action right here live on Kool TV. Hat tip to our crew tonight, Trey and Felicia Carr, Jacob Hankins down low, Phenomenal job by them as always. Katie, a pleasure. It was a lot of fun. We'll do it again tomorrow night.
Appreciate it.
As my camera operator over here is getting a little bit too fast. Jeez, oh, Pete. She's fired. I haven't fired her in a while. She needs to be fired.
She says, I'm not coming back.
That's fine. She's not coming back. That's it for us tonight. Have a good evening, everyone. For Katie Nelton and all the great crew, I'm James Carr. So long, everyone.
Thank you for watching the 2025 16th Region Volleyball Tournament live on Kool TV. This broadcast of the 16th Region Volleyball Tournament has been a special sports presentation of the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV.